Of all the Christmas traditions that have come and gone over the centuries, one has always kind of stuck out to me as needing to be revived, and that's the Christmas goat story. So, in honor of that tradition, I bring you my 2019 Christmas goat story, The Tale of Roger, a goat story for Christmas time. Years ago on Christmas Eve, a young man, let's call him Alexander, was driving along an empty stretch of road when he saw, standing on the shoulder, a very magnificent animal. As he approached, he could see no sign of where this animal, a goat, had come from or how it had ended up there. He pulled up and stopped to offer the goat a ride. The goat gladly accepted and climbed into the car with a look of relief and thanks. The goat looked pretty cold, so Alexander, being a true gentleman, offered up his jacket. The goat accepted and looked happy to have received the extra warmth. As they drove on, Alexander tried to engage in a conversation with the goat in hopes of finding out where it came from and how it got to that empty stretch of road. But, alas, his interrogation was met only with the occasional bleat, fart, or chewing sound. Eventually, Alexander and the goat got to a farm, and the goat signaled to him that it was its stop. Alexander pulled up to the farmhouse, parked, got out, and helped the goat walk to the front steps. The goat offered a bleat of thanks, and Alexander gave it a pat on the head and then left. The next day, Christmas Day, Alexander drove back to the farmhouse, got out, and knocked on the door. An elderly woman answered the door. "Hello, can I help you with something?" "Yes, last night I found your goat waiting on the side of the road, so I gave it a ride home. I'd quite like to see it again." "Young man," replied the woman indignantly, "my goat, Roger, died 20 years ago on Christmas Eve." "Impossible!" exclaimed Alexander. "I am telling you that as sure as I am standing here, I saw Roger and gave him a ride home." "You're not the first person to come by here on Christmas Day claiming to have seen Roger late at night. I'm sick and tired of this. Please leave or I will call the police." Alexander turned to leave and heard a resounding thud as the door slammed behind him. When he got back to his car, he found his jacket, folded neatly, laying in the front seat. He drove off, but for the rest of his life, he could never stop thinking about that goat, Roger. The end, and Merry Christmas.